Konnichiwa. This is Richard from 8020 Japanese, and in this video we're going to look at how we can say this and that in Japanese. Instead of just 2 words, in Japanese there are 6 words in total that can be used to say this or that. So we'll look at when we should use each one and how we can use them in sentences. In English, we use the words this and that to refer to things without specifically saying what they are. In Japanese, it's very similar, but instead of there only being 2 words, there are 3. Those words are kore, sore, and are. Kore is used to mean this. Very much like in English, it's used to mean the thing that is close to us or in our possession. The words sore and are both translate to English as that. The difference is that we use sore to describe something that is in the possession of the person we're talking to, or close to the person we're talking to. Whereas we use are to describe something that is far away from them and far away from ourselves. So we could use kore to describe the umbrella. We could refer to the umbrella saying kore, just like we would say this. If we wanted to refer to the hat, we could say sore. And to refer to the car, we could say are. However, we would not use sore, for example, to refer to the car. And we would not use are to refer to the hat. So really, the word that in English has just been split into 2. There's one for things that are near the person we're talking to, and one for things that are far away from both of us. Let's see how we can use these in some simple sentences. First of all, if I wanted to say this is an umbrella, I could say kore wa kasa desu. This uses the simple a wa b des pattern I discussed in an earlier video, which is what we use when we want to simply say that A is B, that one thing is equal to another thing. Now, if I wanted to say that is a hat, I could say sore wa boshi desu. I would use sore in that situation because Minato has the hat. It is in his possession. I'm talking to Minato, so I would say that by saying sore. When I want to talk about the car, I can say are wa kuruma desu. I use are because the car is over there. It's away from both me and Minato. So I need to say are, not sore in that situation. Now, if it's Minato talking instead of me, then he would of course use sore to refer to the umbrella. Because from his perspective, it is that, not this. Just as he would also use kore to describe the hat. The thing that doesn't change is that he would also refer to the car as are. It's over there, it's away from both of us, so we use are. Both of us use the word are in that situation. The only words that change are the words kore and sore, and that's just the same as English. If I say this from Minato's perspective, he would say that, and vice versa. So those are the 3 words we use in Japanese when we want to just say this or that. Kore, sore, and are. However, we're not done yet. There is another set of words that we need to use in other situations to say this and that. If we want to say this something or that something, we can't say kore, sore, or are followed by the something that we want to refer to. There are separate words specifically for that. If we want to say this something, for example, if we wanted to say this umbrella, we would say kono kasa. Kasa means umbrella. Kono means this, but we only use kono before something that we want to refer to as this something. So this umbrella is kono kasa. If I just want to refer to the umbrella saying this, I would just use kore. If I want to say that hat, I would say sono boshi. Boshi means hat. Sono is the word that means that when we want to use it before something. Sono boshi, that hat. And if I want to refer to that car, I would say ano kuruma. Ano is the word for that over there when we want to use it before something, to say that something. That car, ano kuruma. To use these in a sentence, we just put them in the same way that we would kore, sore, and are. For example, if I wanted to say this umbrella is green, I would say kono kasa wa midori desu. If I wanted to say that hat is blue, I would say sono boshi wa aoi desu. And if I wanted to say that car over there is red, I would say ano kuruma wa akai desu. Whether we use kore, sore, or are, or we use kono something, sono something, ano something, the way that we use it in a sentence is the same and it's the same as any other noun that we might put into a sentence. So all in all, to say this and that in Japanese, we basically have 6 words instead of 2. We have kore, meaning this, sore, meaning that, which we use when referring to something close to the person we're talking to, and then we have are, which also means that, but is used to refer to something that is away from both ourselves and the person we're talking to. These are all words that we use by themselves to mean this, that, or that over there. If we want to be more specific and say this something or that something, we instead need to use the words kono, sono, and ano. We use these together with a noun that describes the thing we're referring to. For example, to say this umbrella, we would say kono kasa. To say that hat, where the hat is close or in the possession of the person we're talking to, we would say sono boshi. And to say that car over there, in reference to a car that is away from both ourselves and the person we're talking to, we would say ano kuruma. So there are 2 factors: where the thing is in relation to ourselves and the person we're speaking with, and whether we're just saying this or that, or we want to be more specific and say this something or that something. Whichever word or combination of words we can use them in a sentence just like we would use a regular noun. I hope you've enjoyed this video. To learn more about how to form simple sentences like the ones we saw earlier, be sure to check out my video about how to say A is B in Japanese. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu.